guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Trying to play a little bit of catch up here on some of the events that we haven't gotten to, including the Thrilling Voyage. So in here, you want to make sure the Fantastic Beasts are completed in their entirety, and this is the icon of Eternal Winter. We only have about 15 days left out of the 30-day period to get all of the bonus loot out of here. If you do not do this within the time frame, you are going to lose out on all of the bonus loot that is in here. So make sure you are getting this one done. So let's hop in here. We have Rain, we have Falks out of here. Now there are a few different formations that I want to share within here. So if you're new, if you have not been through here, now you'll notice right off the bat, any of the heroes that I have unlocked, we do have full access to. So that is very important. For this one, we're going to use the Awakened version of Chimera. Super broken within this game mode. I'm going to drop Rem in here. This is an old, very true, tried and true piece that works. I'm going to put Shuna in here. We're going to put Rimuru in here. And the last one is going to be Albedo. We know she got an update. And we're putting the new beast in here, which is right here. So this, of course, formation, if you have access to this formation, if you can run this formation, this is going to run you through all 45 stars. I do have beast level 18. This is going to work incredibly well. Now, I was looking over on Reddit, looking at Discord, a couple different places. If you do not have the beast resonance 18, if you have 12, if you have lower, a lot of players are saying to replace Rimuru and actually put Amelia in here. So having some instant crowd control right here will allow you to progress through here. And some other players also were running Hildwyn in here as a formation. So they were actually running a little bit different. They were running the Ice Crown in here. So again, I want to give you a couple options. They were running the Ice Crown in here, and they were actually running Hildwyn in here. And it looks like they had Zora and Athalia, so a really strong combination. They're running Zora in here, running Athalia in here. And again, you only need one copy of the hero to actually build them out. And the final slot up here was Lan, which of course, again, you're going to get them completely built out. This is another formation that did run through this entire part and complete it in its entirety. So I want to go back to my original formation, want to see exactly what I can do in here with my Chimera comp. And again, Chimera is super broken within a lot of different game modes, including this one. Want to make sure you're going through here, and I'm going to go ahead, drop again that original beast in here. We're going to run through here with Shuna. So it's pretty much just dimensional heroes, which does make it incredibly well. Now, Albedo, of course, buffing all of those, and we have the beast in here. Now, not only do you get the resources and all of the loot that we're seeing in that top right, which again is a limited time, you only have those 15 days. You do get resources from every battle that you win in here. You also do get resources for getting the stars. So when you talk about getting loot on top of loot on top of loot within this game mode, it is pretty impressive with how much you do get. I'm hoping that we can just run through this pretty quick, get all of our 33 stars. Now, also note, when you're going through here for 3 stars and going through and finishing out this game mode, you only need 33 stars. That is all that you need to go ahead and get all of the loot out of here. 33 stars is all that you need. If you're getting all 45, if you're maxing them out, doesn't really make a big difference. You're not going to get additional loot or anything out of here. You do have to complete all the floors, but again, they don't have to be all at 3 stars. So be mindful of that. If there's 1 or 2 that you get 2 stars, one of them maybe you get 1 star. You only need 33 to maximize the loot in here. And of course, as we continue to build out heroes, it's pretty crazy with how many heroes we have to build. And I know Dolly has a new dialogue that actually just came out a little bit earlier that was talking about the hero that is coming next, and it's going to be a male figure. And a lot of players were thinking it was going to be Mira, but it does not seem we're going to be getting Mira. It doesn't seem like it's going to be a new Graveborn hero. So again, it comes with a big question mark because it's not an Awakened hero, because of course we just got Zora, so the timing is off right there. So it seems like it's going to be a regular 4 faction hero. We're hoping that it's not going to be another Celestial or the Hypo, but I'm thinking that it is going to be a regular 4 faction hero, which is kind of crazy because when you look at what we're getting today, it doesn't seem very often that we just get the regular basic 4 faction heroes. But honestly, I'm very happy that the patch notes that we have coming up, and I believe they're coming up on Monday for all of the changes to the collections. I want to do a lot of collection runs. I know a lot of players have been commenting about doing the run and doing a couple of the collection runs to watch. I am going to wait until the new collection or the new running of the collections is up. Now, when collections came out, we did a lot with totems. We ran a lot of the collection formations. And again, I want to make sure that the new collection with the updated is going to give us the ability or the best or better collections in general. And they're also adding level 4 to the collections, which could definitely make a big difference in here. Now you notice in here, guys, it just kind of burns down pretty quick. It's a slow burn. Talk about someone who doesn't possess that really big burst damage, guys. It is the awakened version of Chimera. As much as I love the design, as much as I love to build out for the hero, it is a very slow burn in turn. And even thinking about this formation, Rem is the only one that is really doing a lot of damage in this one. I know Chimera, when she splits, when you see kind of the mirrors and the ultimate ability, she does some pretty decent damage, but it always seems like, even in the Abyssal Expedition, that it's kind of a slow burn to get all of these enemies down, or all these targets down. And you'll also notice we have 73 challenge attempts left. So if you haven't cleared out all of the Fantastic Beasts, or even the Hunter version, you want to make sure that you're going in here and you are clearing those out in the entirety. Because again, when you think of the ability to make progression within AFK Arena, it is about the amount of loot that you're getting on a consistent basis. Being able to farm some of these game modes really does make a big difference. And getting Beast Resonance up to 18, which is a real big focus for this part of the game, making sure that you do get them to 18. I slacked off. I got them to 12. I took a break. I wasn't building beasts. I finally got them up to 15. That is when I realized the impact that beasts really do have within AFK Arena. And of course, when new beasts come out, just like we just seen with our Lantern Beast, we do get them fully built all the way up to Beast Resonance 18. So it does make it very easy to go in here, farm this out, all of the baits that we get, which we can use some of the baits. I have quite a few to summon up and level up some of the beasts. Slumbering Seal I'm working on, Talisman, as well as a few other ones that we've went and taken above Beast Resonance 18, just because we continue to get additional beasts. Now, I don't know in the future if they're going to do update to beasts. There were a lot of different questions. If they're going to release a couple of the new beasts that are over on companions, are they going to change essentially how we retrieve beasts within this game? Is there going to be any changes down the road? Who knows? Honestly, it's a big question mark at this point on what exactly they're going to do with all of the beasts and what it's going to look like in the future. But we know AFK Arena isn't going anywhere, which is really, really cool. And really, in my opinion, feels good to know that the game is going to be here. So Nadia up in the top, very tough with Naruko. As you can see, we can take out these enemies a lot faster and a lot easier than Nadia. When it comes to this worm, it's pretty tough to kill. That's the last one that dies. It is very, very tough to kill Nadia. Even Naruko can die relatively fast, but Nadia is a very tough combatant to kill. Same with Orthos. I know a lot of players have said recently that they've been running Orthos a lot more in a couple formations because of the time effect that he has. Again, I don't see that I'm using Orthos very much in formations. Still do have him built, just being an old school player. He used to be one of the best in slot. When you look at the original version of Taylene, Orthos and Taylene were absolutely broken. And honestly, Taylene was broken when she came out. I wish, and right there she is, I wish the Awakened version would have quite the impact that we've seen. And even Taylene still being run again occasionally in formations like the stall team, still working very well. So Beast Energy getting all set here. Boom, there's an ult from our Beast. I love the little lanterns up here in the trees. It's a pretty cool effect. And then we know Albedo, like we were saying earlier, did get a buff, so making the dimensional heroes a lot stronger because of where we do have her built. So pretty cool. Was hoping that have a little bit more impact. And I know a lot of players overall from players that came from Overlord, little bit disappointing when it comes to Ainz. I will be the absolute, probably not the first by any means to admit it, but I am super disappointed that they didn't build up Ainz to a point where he's really usable, viable, that we're seeing him in formations. I'm hoping at this point they do another adjustment or another buff, but it unfortunately doesn't look like that's going to happen anytime soon, or even probably at all at this point. I think if they were making an adjustment, we would have already seen the adjustment for Ainz. So unfortunately, even the resurgence or the revitalization of Albedo and Ainz doesn't really seem to make a difference. A lot of players are using other heroes in place of them. So again, pretty sad that we didn't see the full comeback of all three of them run in kind of Overlord formations. Would have been cool to see. It would have been really cool to see. So here we're still dealing with the OG version of Thorin, which we know can be a pain with that retaliation, but we get into the 3 stars in stage number 16. This should be the formation that we're running through 45 stars, that we get a very, very quick finish out of here. Now we know some heroes, guys. Shuna, super effective when it comes to a buffer, used in a ton of content. Super impressed with the Rimuru Shuna crossover and how they've worked, and fundamentally how the heroes have done incredibly well within the formation. Boom, all allies have the remaining health average over 50%, which we do have with the multitude of heroes we have in here, including, of course, our beasts and the awakened version of Chimera. Kind of wondering, because I was trying to follow exactly where our beast goes. The beast is here. It seems like it teleports around a bunch of different places, which every now and then, so right there's the little glowing guy. Right down here on Rem, we see the little glow, but again, the beast kind of pops in for a second. There it popped in for one more second. It's pretty cool. It's honestly pretty cool. Now remember, we have 75 seconds to win this one. We're already 21 stars in, so almost have the stars maxed out, so we're going to be able to collect some loot out of there. Going to get more diamonds, going to get some engraving mats, some red chests, going to get everything we need, including all of those baits in here as well to build out the rest of these beasts. Now, I know Ciro used to do a pet guide. I don't know, and I don't think that Ciro plays AFK Arena anymore. Haven't seen any content from him in a while. So if he's out there, guys, used to do the beast guides, had it updated every single new beast. I believe the last couple beasts, I didn't see anything that came out, or maybe I just didn't catch it. But I'm not sure, again, when it comes to content creation, when it comes to visual guides, I don't know if they kind of come and go. They do kind of come and go. Through the years, we've had a lot of people making a lot of different guides, and some stuck with us. Some have moved on to other games like AFK Journey and a few other titles. But we'll have to see. If Ciro's out there, definitely shoot me a message. We'll see if we can get an updated beast guide for all of the new ones that we have. This again, we're 30 seconds in. Again, got to deal with Nadia. Even with all of the heroes on, again, the last today, we have all of these little fires, the little fires that are down there from the lanterns to win within 60 seconds. So we're a little bit shorter in this one. Also remember that we can refresh this. We can restart this if we don't hit it. But again, we don't need to max these out all in their entirety. Getting all of the stars out of here doesn't really make a big difference. The lanterns, we just got rid of all of our lanterns up there. Boom, all of the lanterns are back, and then they disappeared real quick. And there's all of the raining bombs. And of course, Chimera, such a cool, well-built hero. I'm still loving, the way that they built Chimera, the way that they built Brutus, just two absolute monster heroes in AFK Arena. That is really cool to see. I'm very impressed with them. Now, you also notice the shield on here. I think that is from the Lantern. I'm not remembering exactly what all of the abilities were for this beast. So I think some of the shielding that we're seeing in here is provided from the beast. That is some of those lanterns we're seeing. All right, so 3 more stars on that one, bringing us to 22, and we have 33 of 33, so we have enough to pick up that chest. But remember, we have to complete these stages, and I think we have to do all of them to get all of the beast rewards out of that top. We might not have to. I'm gonna have to look in just a minute, but I think we only have one or two more to actually get through. This one, of course, we have Grez. We have our little minions back here. Got the shield right there on Rimuru. Silas is another one, a little bit tough with his little the healing gas or the healing fog that does come around. 1, 2, and 3 out of there. First clear gives us 200 diamonds. We're at like 120 or 130,000 diamonds already. We are just waiting for some more heroes to come out. Also thought about adding a few more stars on a couple other heroes like the awakened version of Lucius. Just to raise his combat rating, just to raise the damage he's dealing a little bit higher, but I want to see what's coming next for the Celestials and Hypos. That way we can go ahead and build them in their entirety. 45, what do we got? Maybe one more stage. I think there's one more stage after this. And then this game mode will be done. Again, we wanted to run through here. We wanted to catch this up. I felt like we were just falling behind in some of the content. And I wanted to get it. Even I caught up the Temporal Rift, if you remember earlier this week. So we're starting to get everything caught up and starting to get everything kind of set with making progression through these game modes. Got the immunity from Brutus right there. Just winding down a couple seconds. Taking out Isabella in the backfield. 1, 2, and 3. So this, I believe, again, finally out of the wilderness. Why did we look back? I think this is 25. So this is the last stage in here, guys. And that will do it. So it is going to be a solid clear if we can pull 3 stars out of here. Which it looks like we're going to. We have Leonardo in the back. We also have Pharrell back there. We have Dress, but look at all of the beast alts that are going on. There is the big Rem alt. All right, got some targets down. There's Pharrell with some crowd control. I'm thinking Drez hopped off the screen right there. He does the little pullback, but 1, 2, 3. Yep, so that does do it in its entirety, guys. Zero limit, I'm not worried about. I know you do get the rankings. I know you do get the reward out of here to get some of these little plates. But again, I'm not really too concerned with that. I just want the loot. And look at that, 2,000 diamonds in there. We did get the bundle out of here. And then, of course, we have 45 stars, giving us everything that we need to actually build these heroes. That is going to do it for the Icon of Eternal Winter in its entirety. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about the teams. And as always, thank you guys for watching.